All right, party people, knives out. It's time to get sharp. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Wine Sisters channel where we teach you to drink, eat, and entertain like a pro. I'm your host, Sommelier Erin Henderson, the founder of the Wine Sisters. And I know what you guys are thinking. Hey Erin, as a sommelier, what are you doing teaching me to sharpen a knife? I just want to learn how to throw a party and do it with grace and panache, which of course we will teach you. But I'll tell you, after more than a decade in this industry, the secret to great parties lies in the party planning. And here's what you've got to know, whether it's going to be your cocktail shaker or your wine decanter, or it's going to be your corkscrew on the ready, you also need to make sure your tools for putting on a great spread are just as ready, and that's where knife sharpening comes in. Today I'm going to teach you how to keep your knife sharp with something called a honing blade, or a honing rod, or a honing steel. There's lots of different names. You can call it whatever you'd like. You can call it Mickey Mouse for all I care, but this is what it looks like. Now, I know how intimidating this can be because a lot of the time if you go to fancy restaurants, you see the chefs acting like ninjas, right? Like they're like, wah, wah, wah. You know, basically sword fighting with themselves, and that looks cool, sounds groovy, and is perfectly Instagram worthy, but can be super intimidating for the average person like me. But I'm here to tell you, you don't have to do that. You don't have to pull out all the chef stops. You can do it safely, easily, and, well, fair enough, not as Instagram worthy, but at least you won't cut yourself. Everybody lives. That's a good thing, right? Okay, so what I should tell you before we begin is that this honing blade will not it will not sharpen what is a dull knife. This will keep your knife sharp. If you have a very dull knife, you either need to get yourself a whetstone and sharpen it, or take it to a knife sharpening place, or call upon some chef friends and have them do it for you. Thanks, guys. That's what I do. Anyway, if you already have, you've just brought this home from the store, or you've already got a knife that's in decent shape, this will help you keep it in decent shape. And this is how I've learned how to do it. When I was in cooking school, this is how I was taught. So what you want to do is you want to keep your honing blade upright. So no more of this kind of stuff. This is not what you're doing. You want to keep your honing blade upright, and you want to take your elbow and keep it firmly pressed into your side. You don't want any of this wiggly jiggly stuff. That is not safety first, and we're all about safety first here at the Wine Sisters most of the time. Anyway, you keep your honing blade safely and firmly to your side like this. And then how you want to sharpen or keep your blade sharp is you want to put it on about a 10-degree angle, roughly about the width of a matchbook. So think about it this way. You have 90, then you have, that's about 45, half of that is about 20, so maybe inch it in a little bit more. And then you've got this matchbook width, and you're just going to evenly take the blade from the heel of the knife to the toe of the knife, like this. Doesn't have to be fast, but hear that noise? You want to hear that noise, and you just want to have it evenly distributed so you can have a nice sharp knife. A way that I found it's even easier and a little bit less awkward is if you want to take a non-slip surface. This is really good and non-slippy, very important, and you just put the tip of your honing blade down against it. If you have a slightly more slick surface, like a marble countertop, or you're using a glass cutting board or something, put down a kitchen towel. This is going to be fairly sturdy here. Easier for me is you just hang on to the handle, and again, 90, 45, half of 45 is about the 20, and then in a little bit more, the width of a matchbook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to do it. My knives are in pretty good shape. If your knives haven't been honed in a while, you may want to take a couple more. But really, you can't overdo it, so it's not that big of a deal. Just a couple swipes before you start cutting, and everything's great, because then, ta-da, you've got a super sharp knife and great food. All right, guys, I'm Erin from the Wine Sisters. If you found this video helpful, please give us a like, leave us a comment as to any questions or thoughts you might have on how you sharpen your knives, and we will see you here next week for another edition of Wine Wednesday with the Wine Sisters. Hit the bell, subscribe, like, and we'll see you next week, everybody. Cheers.